Hello, my fellow citizens of the 7th universe. My name is PadPlayer2 if you wish to be specific, and welcome to a little bit of a discussion video talking about Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. Now, lately, some big channels have been posting gameplay of Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 because they got the hands on the demo, which, congrats to them, congrats to Rhymestyle and all those guys over there. I think Jadentastic did some too, so congrats to you guys. But what I wanted to talk about today actually had to do with the modding community of Xenoverse 1. So, as you guys know, I did do a totally not modded series on Dragon Ball Xenoverse, which obviously totally not modded, that means sarcastic, and it was incredibly modded where there was like about 50 or so mods in the series as time progressed. Now, the modding community for Xenoverse 1 was absolutely phenomenal. There were some crazy ideas that were placed in the modding community for Xenoverse 1, and I fell in love with so many of them. Like, my favorite ones obviously had to go with the True Xenoverse pack, and as well, my favorite custom created character was the Super Saiyan Blue 5 Sight Core that would turn into all gold, which would be the fan version True Super Saiyan God, which looked absolutely beautiful. So, like, those were my absolute favorites. And then there's like the silly mods out there like Goat Snappa, or Nappa with Pokemon hat, with Ash Ketchum's hat, because it would be like, "Hey Vegeta, look at this, a Pokemon." That was also one of my favorites as well. And yeah, there was just so many creative ideas for Xenoverse that like stretched even past characters. There were like, they even like colored the different moves. They renamed the moves. You could turn Super Saiyan Blue as a created character. There's so many different textures as well that got edited that made the modding community so amazing and made Xenoverse even better. Now, with that being said, how is that going to play out in Xenoverse 2? Now, I do think that the modding community is going to be just as active, if not even more, in Xenoverse 2, because there's a lot more to work with. It seems like there's going to be a lot more characters for people to edit around and everything. I mean, there are so many movie characters, and half the mods in Xenoverse 1 were movie characters. Like, there was Turles in there was Lord Sug, there was other versions of Broly, there was, god dang, I forgot, Cooler, there we go. There was so many, and Janemba. There was even a Janemba one, and there you can play as Baby Vegeta. There were so many different ones, and now this time, we're going to be able to play as those without even mods. So, what is that going to happen? I mean, there are going to be some crazy ideas out there, just like how Xenoverse 1 was. But since that, like, there are actual models now, and people don't have to make the models, I think as though the modding community is going to be even better, because now they're working with pre-existing stuff instead of just just something out of the top of their head and them trying to make it. Which I'm not saying that they were bad or anything like that, but it was a lot harder for the modding community to make stuff for like Janemba or Baby Vegeta, because those models didn't exist, and they had to like replace characters in the game for that, and that could have been very difficult for some beginner modders that were trying to get out there. So, yeah, I feel as though the modding community will be just as extreme in Xenoverse 2 as it was in Xenoverse 1. Now, a thing that I would love for the for Dimps and Bandai Namco to actually fix in this, which I don't know if they're going to, I would love it if it would be that it would be easier for people to mod the game. Xenoverse 1 was kind of a challenge to mod the game. You would have to download some external files, rip out some stuff, make some new files, and then unpack stuff, then repack stuff. And if certain mods didn't work, your game just completely broke. or like me, that there's so many mods in there now, Steam won't even let me play my game. So every single time I play my game now, it gives me an error saying that I'm trying to cheat and kicks me out. So unfortunately, I just modded my game way too freaking much. Now, I would love it so that maybe there would be something for modders to implement their mods better, and for people to play with mods better. Like, something like, I'm just going to throw out a suggestion like how Skyrim had a Nexus launcher, or the Steam Workshop. Like, that stuff right there is beautiful. If you could just implement your mods in there, and then people just hit subscribe, boom, you've got a mod installed. Like, that would be perfectly awesome. I know there are the mods out there that actually, quote-unquote, are cheaty. Like, in my Xenoverse modded playthrough, I made my character stats go all the way to 100, all the way, because my fans wanted it. And obviously, that is game-breaking. And then there's the certain mods that make it so that you can unlock every single thing in the game, which is also game-breaking at a certain point. I mean, if the game came out yesterday and you have every single move, that's kind of game breaking. But if you just bought the game 6 months later, then everybody's got it and you feel left out because you're so far behind. Now you have all those mods, and you have that mod for every single move. That's fine. I'm fine with that. But like, yeah, like those kind of mods, maybe you should maybe should be regulated, but like, it should be a little bit easier to implement the mods, because it takes a little bit for that to happen, for you to put in the mods. So if there was something a little bit easier, or they just made it easier to access the files, that'd be beautiful for modding, beautiful for people who want to play with mods and want to showcase the mods. It would just be absolutely amazing. And lastly, what I really would like coming out of the modding community is, since that it looks like there won't be any Dragon Ball Super content on Xenoverse 2 as of right now. We don't know what the heck's going on with the DLC or anything, but because of that, I would like the modding community to focus a lot going on Xenoverse, on Dragon Ball Super, because there's going to be nothing. Like, even though Dragon Ball Xenoverse 1 did have super mods, like, people started implementing mods. Like, there was Hit, there was Frost, there was certain versions of Goku. Like, I saw Kaioken times 10 Super Saiyan Blue Goku, but I would like some more mods coming out of that. Even like the What If mods coming out of that, because that would be really freaking cool. Like, I saw some Super Saiyan Blue 3 Goku mods coming out of the True Xenoverse pack. Those things, I always think Super Saiyan Blue 3 looks absolutely amazing, because Super Saiyan 3 is my favorite transformation. So it looks freaking awesome, and like, just maybe adding like a What If aspect to the mods, making it so that all of a sudden Hit has like this new transformation, just like a What If transformation. If Frost got like a golden form, if the Saiyan from Super Saiyan, Saiyan from Universe 6 actually went blue and was freaking amazing, like, that would be really freaking cool, adding those types of mods. So yeah, on that note, I think I'm going to wrap up this video here, but at the end, I'm going to leave a little bit of a question for you guys down there. And my question is, what kind of mods do you want in Xenoverse 2? It seems kind of like just open-ended and anything can happen, but what kind of mods would you like in the game? Would you like more like character mods, where you can play with What If characters, like from like Super Saiyan 5s and stuff like that? Would you like some of the mods where they changed the maps? They had like new maps that people made that you can do. Would you like some new moves? Like, people can now implement new moves. I don't know if that's gonna happen, but that would be really cool. So yeah, what kind of mods would you like in Xenoverse 2? Because I would like my Dragon Ball Super and What Ifs, just making it so that I always like the fusions. Fusions are cool, like having the Vegeta Trunks fusions, Vegeta and that stuff. Freaking cool. I like it. But yeah, on that note, I want to say thank you guys for joining me once again, and I will be seeing you later.